This video is presented by the Civil Engineer Career Field Team. In this video, we will cover how to build a strong two-page resume for Air Force civilian opportunities. Your resume is how you present yourself on paper, and how you present yourself on paper makes all the difference. For Air Force civilians, a resume is not a formality. It is often the deciding factor in whether you move forward in the process or get screened out early. That is why understanding what a good resume looks like is so important. The two-page resume is not just a new rule. There is a purpose behind it. 2 pages force clarity, they force focus, and they force you to highlight what actually matters to a hiring manager. A strong 2-page resume tells a clear story. It shows impact, growth, and readiness for the next role, without unnecessary detail or distraction. Strong resumes are written from the hiring manager's perspective. They are tailored to the job being advertised. They use the language of the position, and they show readiness for the next level, not just success in the current one. Every resume you submit should be shaped around the position you are applying for, not a generic list of duties. It is also important to understand what does not belong on a good federal resume. A good resume is not a list of everything you have ever done. Federal resumes should not include photos. Photos are not part of federal hiring standards and should be avoided entirely. If you see a resume with a photo, that is an example of what not to do. Federal resumes should also not include decorative graphics, icons, charts, logos, or design elements. This is not a marketing document. Federal resumes are content-driven, not design-driven. Avoid copying and pasting job descriptions directly into your resume. Hiring managers already know what the job is. They want to know what you did, what impact you had, and how your work contributed to the mission. Avoid vague language like assisted, supported, or helped. These words do not show impact, they do not show scope, and they do not differentiate you from other candidates. Also avoid personal or irrelevant information. Do not include age, family details, hobbies, or anything that does not directly support your qualifications for the position you are applying for. One of the biggest differences between a weak resume and a strong resume is how experience is described. Weak resume list duties. Strong resumes show impact. Be specific. Quantify your work when possible. Show scope, responsibility, and results. Numbers matter because they help hiring managers understand scale, complexity, and significance. Even reasonable estimates are better than leaving that information out. Many strong candidates are screened out for preventable reasons. Submitting the wrong personnel action document, not clearly showing time and grade eligibility, or failing to include required supporting documents. Hiring officials should not have to calculate your eligibility or make assumptions. If time and grade is unclear, your application may not move forward. A clear and complete submission protects the effort you put into your resume. Hiring managers are also looking for more than isolated success. They want to see gradual growth, increasing responsibility, and sustained contribution to mission readiness. Your resume should show progression over time and readiness for greater scope, impact, and leadership. This is especially important when applying for promotion or more complex roles. You are not alone in this process. Your Civil Engineer Career Field Team is a key resource for resume guidance and career development. Career field teams review resumes regularly and understand what hiring managers are looking for across the Air Force. Your supervisor and mentors are also valuable resources. They understand your work, your growth, and your impact on the mission. Strong resumes are often built through feedback and refinement, not in isolation. Here is a simple rule to remember. If a line on your resume does not clearly show impact, growth, or readiness for the next role, it probably does not belong. A strong 2-page resume tells a clear story. It shows impact, it shows growth, and it shows readiness. You are not alone. Reach out to your Civil Engineer Career Field Team, supervisor, or mentor for resume guidance and professional development support. Your career deserves intention.